Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! Good morning, Descendants and Zombies universe. I am your host, Jonathan Clarke, your voice of Descendants and Zombies. It is only just a little after 9 a.m. this morning. I still have some laundry to do, a movie premiere to attend at 4:25 this evening. And I'm really excited to talk about Descendants and Zombies for each and every one of you. Before anything goes down in my life or happens, a video about Descendants and Zombies always surfaces and never fails to show up on this YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you're probably going to want to do that perhaps. And you're saying to yourself, hey Jonathan Clarke, do you put everything aside for Descendants and Zombies videos in your lifetime? Yeah, I do, because I sacrifice everything to make sure there's a video up here for each and every one of you, because you can never be too prepared for the inevitable, which is a zombie apocalypse. Don't ever believe what scientists and these experts, quote-unquote experts, are telling you about how a zombie apocalypse could never ever happen, because with how crazy the world is getting out there, a zombie apocalypse could happen at any given moment, and you and your loved ones can never be too prepared. That's why I'm here. That's why I uploaded all these videos on YouTube, so that you guys would be prepared for the inevitable and you would know how to handle the situation, so you can protect yourself and your loved ones. Believe you me. Zombies 5 seems like forever away, I know, but Zombies 5 will happen, and even if it means that I have to create a bunch of Zombies videos every day for the rest of my life now, I will do that, because they're suggesting a release window is not going to happen for this one until 2028. But even if it is not until 2028, you guys will have this show, you will have me to help you make sense of everything Descendants of Zombies and point you in the right direction. Because I've noticed a lot of these trailers have been popping up with Zombies 5 and Descendants 5 so early on, and we're still a year away from Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland. How do we even know what's going to happen in Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland? I'm just like each and every one of you. I'm a fan of this. So I don't know what's going to happen, which makes it so much more exciting for me to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and talk about Descendants and Zombies in the way I believe it's meant to be perceived for a very long time. Because the majority of these videos are giving you false hope, false predictions. The majority of it is made up by AI, which is a bunch of crap. And I wanted to create a bunch of videos for you guys that you would love and that you would fall in love with, because there's nothing better than seeing somebody actually commentate on Descendants and Zombies. So as long as Descendants and Zombies exists, you will forever and always have this show. And trust me, long after Descendants and Zombies has seen its conclusion, which is forever away from happening, because I want to see these franchises last for forever, you will always have this show. Because whatever niche Disney goes into, that's what we're going into, and that's the direction we're going to fall into. And Descendants and Zombies really, you know, it helped me make sense of my own life, really. Because when my life wasn't really going the way that I wanted it to, I knew I had each and every one of you. One of the most powerful messages that Zombies ever put out there was that acceptance was the key to a person's existence. And it was the key to hope. It was the answer to everything. Descendants and Zombies inspired us that we could find true love, no matter how far away we seemed from it. No matter how far a dream seemed away from us to achieve, it was that much closer. And that's what I give Descendants and Zombies, the writers and producers, a profound amount of credit for and a huge shout out for. It's really influencing us to believe that, and to really hold on to a dream, that they do exist. Because I've been in so many situations in my lifetime where hope seemingly has been taken away from me. The easiest way out has never been the easiest way out at all. So I know what it's like to be each and every one of you. Many of us have head back to school now. It's the first week in September. Of course, the first day of school was just last Wednesday, September the 3rd. And a lot of your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars went through the same thing that you're probably going through right now. I know Sophia Carson dealt with a lot of bullying throughout her high school experience, so bad that she had to transfer schools. I know that Ruby Rose Turner suffered with the same thing. Kylie Cantrell, on the other side of the spectrum, is suffering with a lot of criticism because of her political point of view having been dragged into the conversation. Actually, this morning, I saw a video about Kylie Cantrell uploaded on YouTube about her crying over her political point of view and her relationship status. And it was a video I watched a while ago, but it showed up in my YouTube recommendations this morning. And it made me so thankful for each and every one of you being here, really, because there is no better place in the world I would rather be than sitting behind this podcast microphone talking to you about Kylie Cantrell in the way that Kylie Cantrell has been meant to be talked about for a very long time. Kylie Cantrell has been the victim of criticism ever since Descendants first premiered, and ever before Descendants premiered. She's been the victim of criticism ever since she was Tony in High School Musical, the series, which was a fabulous series, mind you. And also these reoccurring roles on Raven's Home. Working with Raven-Symoné must have been a huge honor for her, working with such a legend. And of course, Gabby Dern in The Unsittables, which was a TV series that ended long before its time. So too was Coop and Cammy Ask the World. It seemed like that show was going to be Disney's answer to iCarly, if not that one, Berserk, which Kylie Cantrell had a reoccurring role as Tessa. I think that Kylie Cantrell's resume and her accomplishments are definitely being overshadowed by unnecessary stuff that shouldn't be even discussed about Kylie Cantrell. If we're going to talk about Kylie Cantrell, we should talk about Kylie Cantrell in a way that Kylie Cantrell actually can feel happy with her smile. Because Kylie Cantrell has the most beautiful smile in the world. And I'm here to tell you guys that she is the most genuinely kind person that I have ever had the privilege of covering in my 25-year career. There is nobody in the world right now I would rather cover than Kylie Cantrell. And I've covered a lot of celebrities. I've covered Lindsay Lohan. I've covered Hilary Duff. I've covered Miley Cyrus. I've covered the Jonas Brothers. I've covered Aaron Carter. I've been in some of the most ridiculous situations in my lifetime. I've been let down and left brokenhearted by some of the responses that I've gotten from some of the celebrities that I, at one point or another in my lifetime, have idolized. But I see this genuine, kind soul with a very kind heart from Kylie Cantrell. That's the vibe that she gives me. And that's the vibe that we get all the time from her videos. And because I get that, I feel so honored to sit here and talk about Kylie Cantrell. Because I understand Kylie, because I understand Ruby, and I know how they feel. I feel very respectful towards them, and I think that more people should show that same amount of respect for them. They are beautiful people, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think that they deserve to be criticized. So that's why I created the show, along with wanting to spread a message of kindness, which I think there is never enough of in this world. I wanted to let Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner know that they are not alone. People are suffering with the same circumstances they are. They are faced with it every day. They're waking up having to stare adversity in the face every day. And I think that if you're going to wake up every morning afraid to Google yourself or watch yourself on YouTube, that really creates a problem. And there is something that we can do about that. We can create nice videos about your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars. More than just one person can go out of their way to create more than one nice video about your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars. It are the fans of Descendants of Zombies that are creating the beautiful videos about Descendants of Zombies, but there are far not enough of them. And the big-time YouTube creators that are resorting to criticism to attract traffic into their YouTube to qualify for the YPP program or the YouTube monetization opportunities, they're the ones that are filling the YouTube algorithm up with criticism towards your favorite stars, and I wanted to do something about that because they are crying. And because they are crying, that really is a problem for me. I think they are full of talent. They are so full of life. They are so colorful. The friendship between Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker deserves anything but to be criticized. It deserves to be put over. It really deserves to be on its own pedestal in a category away from friendships like Sophia Carson and Dove Cameron, Ashley Tisdale, Vanessa Hutchins, Emily Osment and Miley Cyrus. I can go on for forever about all the friendships that Disney has created because there's obviously something in the water over there at Disney. I've got to get a drink of it because whatever Disney is doing, sure, they're very strict and they expect you to be an adult at just 8 years old, but some of the most beautiful friendships of all time have been created in the water of Disney because of the chemistry and because the atmosphere over there way better than Nickelodeon, and I've worked with both, so I know what happens there. And the thing is, I think that this friendship between Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker has been discussed in so many negative ways that I think we should be talking about it in a more positive way because they've been there for each other from the very beginning. From the first moment they stepped into the set of Descendants, they have created nothing but magic. And I, for one, am incredibly excited about the future of Descendants because of the magic that they have created and how they have inspired so many of us. They inspire me to create a YouTube show every morning before 9:30 about Descendants of Zombies because I love you guys so much and I think you deserve better. I will forever advocate for you guys. I will forever stand in front of a train. I will forever stand in front of someone who's going to open fire on me and take bullets for each and every one of you because you deserve it. You don't deserve to hear your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars criticized for no particular reason because you're a fan of Zombies 5. I was a huge fan of Zombies Dawn of the Vampires. I really was. Because Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires inspired us that there is such a thing as a second chance for everybody. No matter how many mistakes you've made, there was always that second chance to be had. There was always that chance of hope. There was always a chance that you can find true love. And I have had a great deal of difficulty trying to find that one person that I could spend the rest of my life with. I think I've found it now. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll get back to you on it when I figure it out. But the thing is, there is hope for somebody out there, and no matter how far away hope seems to be for whoever it is that may be watching this video. And I've never ever wanted to take that away from you. I've never ever wanted to discourage your hopes and dreams. And I would like to believe that the writers and the producers of Descendants and Zombies have done this fabulous job trying to do the exact same thing. Something that High School Musical and Hannah Montana never had the opportunity to do or give us. That's the thing. Hannah Montana and High School Musical, as popular as they were, never emphasized enough how much a dream is actually possible for somebody and how much a dream can come true and how much a dream can become a realization. I can't even begin to tell you how many dreams I've had in my lifetime. I've had many dreams, and I've crashed and burned, and I've drastically failed at making those dreams a reality. But one of the greatest dreams I ever had did come true. I wanted to fall into a niche that would be acceptance of my commentaries, that would really appreciate my opinion, and I got that opportunity through Descendants and Zombies. Because you guys saw the good in me when nobody else could, and ever did. You guys gave me a chance to be your voice of Descendants and Zombies. So because you gave me that chance to be your voice of Descendants and Zombies, I have no problem sitting in front of this podcast microphone every morning before I head out on my day, my daily excursions, and do anything ever before I created Descendants and Zombies video, because you guys are what matters. Your opinions about Descendants and Zombies matter. Your thoughts and predictions about Descendants and Zombies, regardless of what's inside of that vortex, is a mermaid, a gargoyle, a witch, a siren, a pirate. Whatever's inside of that vortex, your opinion matters. Because how you feel about Descendants and Zombies does not deserve to be criticized, does not deserve to be pointed out in such a negative way. I respect each and every single person who has ever subscribed to this YouTube channel, because when you subscribed here, you didn't have to subscribe here. You obviously saw something good in me before anybody else ever did, because in my lifetime, I've had a lot of critics. I've had a lot of opinions that I've expressed, and I've never shied away from my opinion. I've been very vocal about my opinion. So when I saw Dove Cameron being treated the way she was by Ryan McCartan in 2016, I was silent for forever until I finally spoke on a show. And then my videos blew up on YouTube because I let Ryan McCartan have it for the way he was treating Dove Cameron, which was totally unacceptable. I let Thomas Doherty have it too in the same light and in the same fashion. I offered the same perspective and analogy. And I became one of the most popular YouTubers because of that. Because I didn't think that Dove Cameron and Kylie Cantrell deserved to be treated the way that they were. And I still stand to that. When I look at videos of Kylie Cantrell on TikTok where she should be having fun and she's crying, that really is a punch to my heart. And that's a punch to each and every one of your hearts, or at least it should be. I know there are people out there that can't stand Kylie Cantrell for her point of view, the way she perceives herself, the characters that she's donned. I mean, she's made the most of every opportunity that she's had, like her or not. Say what you want about Kylie Cantrell, she is a success overnight. She had 500,000 people subscribe to her YouTube channel within the first year. She had over 1 million views on YouTube. She's had over 1 million downloads of her EPs and her songs Goodie Bag, Denim, See You Tonight, which are songs that I love. I have to put that out there. Big shout out to everybody helping her with that. Because it is a real struggle to produce an album independently. I've seen so many people drastically fail at trying to produce an album. And the best piece of advice that I can give anybody wanting to have anything to do with the music industry is that if you can't put lyrics to a melody, go away, because your sound will never make any sense to people. You will never be understood. Your message will never be received. You really have to have an ear for music. And if you don't have an ear for music, then you have no place in this industry. This industry is specifically reserved for people like Kylie Cantrell, people like Dove Cameron, who know what they want, out of life. And I think that the most of their lifetime has yet to be experienced. But it will not be experienced the way that they want to experience it if people keep criticizing them. And that's why I'm here to take it away. I'm here to shed the light, give the spotlight to Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker the way it was meant to be given to them, rather than resort to criticizing them. Because I could come on here and I could spend up to an hour criticizing them. I could go on for hours about how much I didn't like this about Descendants, or I didn't like that about Descendants. But I saw nothing to hate about Descendants. That's where my issue with all these critics lie. I mean, they were criticizing the Place to Be music video within an hour of its premiere. And this was about 3 months before Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires had even premiered. They didn't even want to give the movie a chance. So because I saw that they didn't want to give the movie a chance, I wanted to be one of the first people who did. So I uploaded a video on this YouTube channel, and I didn't care what anybody thought of me. I didn't care what anybody thought of my opinion. I just let the critics have it, and I let them know that they had to stop. because the purpose of these music videos were to introduce us to the new franchise and the new characters that were going to be representing the franchise for many years to come. They didn't deserve to be criticized. If you're going to tell me that Nova and Victor deserve to be criticized, Malachi, Burton, and Freyasky's characters deserve to be criticized with how adorable they look together, then there's something seriously wrong with you. There really is something seriously wrong with you, and you need to go get help. Because these people are really doing the best they can to bring this franchise to life. So where in the conversation does criticism belong? How does people get away with Kylie Control crying all the time? I'm here to tell Kylie Control that these people are not worth their tears. The fans are worth everything, because the fans have never quit on them. The fans have forever and always been supportive of Kylie Control, and I love you guys so much for that. So because I love you guys so much for that, I think you deserve better in the way of commentaries about either Descendants or Zombies. I'm a fan of both. So the thing is, I don't know what's going to happen in Zombies 5. I don't know what's going to happen in Descendants 5 by the time we get to it. All I know is we've got a year between now and the release of Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland. All I know is that in the foreseeable future, I will be here every day, and I will be here when the movie premieres. I will sit down in front of my TV or my digital device, and I will watch Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland like all of you, with no piece of paper, no notes being taken, no pre-written statements, and about an hour after the movie, I will jump on this show, and I will start to make hundreds of videos about The Rise of Red, and I will talk about it from beginning to end, because I think there's a certain way, there's a certain pride that goes with talking about this, and if you don't talk about it the way it was meant to be talked about, then you defeat the purpose of ever talking about it at all. I just wish there were more people on YouTube that were providing you with the commentaries and the analogies that you deserve, rather than just tearing down the credibility of what we have worked so hard to build up the credibility of. I am so honored to be a fan of Descendants and Zombies. I am so honored to be here in your guys' presence, to have got the opportunity to meet all of you. So because I am so honored to be in your guys' presence, what gives me the right to criticize Descendants and Zombies? I have no right at all in this world, in this lifetime, to criticize Descendants and Zombies. I feel as if you guys have been unjustified for far long enough. I feel as if Kylie Control and Malia Baker have cried enough tears when they shouldn't be crying at all. What they should be doing is focusing on their best of their ability to really bring Descendants 5 Wake Up Wonderland to life. And let the PR be PR that we will never ever forget. Because I really believe that the PR is amazing for both Descendants and Zombies, because when they show up, they show up. And they show up in support of not only themselves and Disney, they show up in support of each and every one of you. And I see that every single time I see them doing PR. I see them on the stage for the Worlds Collide Tour, and I see you guys giving them such a huge response. And then you have these idiots going into the concert for these big-time YouTube channels as big-time YouTube creators or self-professed big-time YouTube creators, uploading videos that are filled with nothing but criticism that your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars do not deserve. You don't deserve that on YouTube. So that's why this YouTube channel is here. So that will be taken away from you, so that this will be replaced with good videos and good commentaries that have been 10 years in the making. You guys have been waiting on good commentaries for over 10 years. And I just want to be that guy to give it to you. If there is even the slightest hope that mermaids are going to be seen in these vortexes, then let there be a hope that mermaids will come out of these vortexes. See how unpredictable they'll make the story for zombies, and see how far we can go with it. Because I can assure you that mermaids are the most innocent, most beautiful creatures yet to be found out about by the Zombies franchise. And I welcome that opportunity. Because after the introduction of mermaids and sirens, there is an incredible opportunity for us to yet witness. And I am very excited about it. I'm very excited about the future for zombies. And I'm just excited to be a part of it, because this is history that we are all going to be a part of. And history we are never going to forget. These are moments in time that we really have to appreciate. We have to stand back and marvel in, because these moments will never happen for us again. And long after Descendants and Zombies have told their stories and they've been completed, and Descendants and Zombies becomes a thing of the past, I want you to remember 10 years from now how much of a profound impact Descendants and Zombies had on your heart and had on your life. Because I'm here to tell you that Descendants and Zombies, while I can't speak for everybody, changed my life for the better. It gave me so many honors. It brought my career back. When I thought I had faded off into obscurity and I was going to be forgotten about, which was my greatest fear, each and every one of you saw the good in me when nobody else did. And I have each and every one of you to say a profound thank you to for that. Because I could be sitting on this podcast microphone this morning talking about something for a particular niche that wouldn't really understand me or where I was coming from. But Descendants and Zombies have understood the message of this show. They have understood where I have came from for forever. And it means so much to me to be able to sit here on this podcast microphone this morning and talk about Descendants and Zombies in the way it's meant to be talking about. I don't care about these fake trailers that they're uploading on YouTube. I would prefer you don't watch it and you would subscribe here to this YouTube channel, because at least here on this YouTube channel you get reaction videos, you get commentaries, you get thoughts and opinions and predictions on Descendants and Zombies. Because as I've said many times, I don't know what's going to happen in Descendants and Zombies. I'm just proud to be a part of it. I'm proud to be here with all of you talking about it, because I think that the respect that I have for Descendants and Zombies and the respect that you may have for Descendants and Zombies is not had by everybody who is reviewing it, because they don't understand or appreciate Descendants and Zombies like we do. So every single day of my life I have dedicated to talking about whatever niches you love so much, and it just so happens to be the niches of Descendants and Zombies, which have taught me very valuable life lessons about how hope, second chances, and true love, some way, somehow out there in the world, wherever it may exist, does exist for somebody, even if it means that you fall in love with a zombie for the rest of your life. Your girlfriend's a zombie, your boyfriend's a zombie, what have you. I'm here to tell you I support that, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of Descendants and Zombies. So if you are ever more proud than anybody else that you know who is a fan of Descendants and Zombies to be a fan of these two franchises, and you have supported it for your entire life, I hope you continue to do so, and you see nothing wrong with it. And even if you have seen something wrong with it, I hope you eventually don't. Because these stories are far from over. And I'm really excited to be a part of these stories. I'm really excited to tell you what my perspective is on it and what my take is on it. A 4-year release window for Zombies 5 seems like forever away. But that doesn't mean that we can't get there. That doesn't mean that we can't say good things about it leading up to it and give it hope and give the fans of it hope, rather than tearing down the credibility of their favorite stars whom they've idolized since the age of 5 or 6 years old. Because age demographics of Descendants and Zombies vary. From 5 to 15 to 25. I mean, there was a 61-year-old woman who commented on my video a couple of nights ago who loves Descendants and Zombies. And I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that, because that shows how far somebody will go to be a fan of Descendants and Zombies. It's really changed our lives for the better, and it really frustrates me how people just cannot give it the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if it's because they don't want to give it the benefit of the doubt, they don't want to show it the respect it deserves, but we're going to do something about it, and we're going to do something about it together, because to be honest with each and every one of you, I can't do this alone. I know how much Descendants and Zombies means to each and every one of you, and I've just wanted to provide you with the best commentaries that I possibly could about Descendants and Zombies. Even if it was just in one video every day on this YouTube channel, I wanted to be here for you because you were a fan of Descendants and Zombies. And some way, somehow, I like to believe that I did that. I had that opportunity, but I could never have had that opportunity if I did not discover the power that existed behind Descendants and Zombies. I think this new franchise of Descendants is a beautiful franchise. It's a beautiful spin and a beautiful take on a franchise that still has so many wonderful things to discover about itself. The stars have so much to discover about their potential, and when they do, they are going to explode. And more opportunities are going to come knocking at their doors. And I just want to be here when that happens. I want to see what the looks are on their faces. I want to see how much they appreciate them, how much they will continue to appreciate you and connect with you. Because I think that these franchises are the most powerful that Disney has ever put out there and has ever tried to promote. And I'm just honored to be your voice of Descendants and Zombies with over 3,000 subscribers, just under that, coming in on this YouTube channel. We're almost up to 2,800. Thank you so much for that. And 55,000 views as of this morning. I can't even put into words how appreciative I am of everybody supporting this YouTube channel, because I honestly don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. Your love and support that you've shown this YouTube channel, I don't know if I'd be able to do without it. You see that? I haven't even finished my cup of tea this morning, and I've already got the first commentary of Descendants and Zombies put together for you. There will be another video before I head out to this movie premiere this afternoon, and I hope you will join me for it. And I want to say thank you to everybody who has been here from the very beginning, because without each and every one of you, none of this would have ever happened. I would never have been able to share with you my opinions on Descendants and Zombies, but because you saw the good in me and you never quit on me, this show will forever and always be here for every single person who has ever said proudly they are a fan of Descendants and Zombies. I will never quit on you. I will never go away. And I hope you will join me on this incredible journey, because this is a journey that's had a profound impact on my heart and my life that I know I will never, ever forget. Be kind to one another forever and always, and we will talk again in just a few hours from now. Until then, bye YouTube. We will talk again really soon. So long for now.